Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing the boys' 21-month update, and I will stop counting by months when they turn 2. I get asked a lot how old the boys are, like out in public, and I always count in months, and people like to make fun of you for counting in months, but I saw a TikTok actually, and until they're 2 years old, it kind of makes sense to count in months because the developmental leaps that babies make go by months. And so a 1-year-old, 12-month-old, and a 1-year-old who is 20 months, they're still 1 year old, they're not yet 2, are very different babies. So I still count and talk about the boys' age in months, and I will stop that when they turn 2. I also think I'm going to stop their updates once they do turn 2. You guys have to let me know if you guys want me to keep going with them, but I feel like after they turn 2, it's pretty much going to be the same for quite some time after that. So let me know what you guys want to see in terms of updates. But today is the boys' 21-month update, and their last few updates I have done with them awake and running around, which I'm filming the majority of this video sitting down with you guys when the boys are up for a nap, and then I will finish off the video with them here. By the way, my nails are terrible. I picked off all my nails on this hand yesterday, and I have 3 left on this hand. They look so bad, so ignore my nails. But I am filming the majority of this video sitting down with you today without the boys running around because I really want to go in depth on how I tell the boys apart. I have a bunch of side-by-side photos that I have put together for you guys to kind of explain the differences going all the way back to when they were first born up until very recently. I have one. I wanted to be able to get out everything that I have to say for that, to really kind of explain to you guys how I tell them apart. And they're at the age where lots of energy, very high energy, and especially when I have my tripod out, they always try and grab it. I'm actually filming with natural light right now, which it might be a little bit spotty because of my skylight and how the sun comes in. But Ben broke my ring light. He pushed over my tripod a few weeks back and broke my ring light, and so I'm in the process of getting a new one. So just in order to save time of me having to like re-say things or be jumbled, I didn't want to forget anything. I'm filming the majority of this video alone in a sit down, and then later on, after I get everything out that I want to say, I will come back and sit down with the boys, and we'll see if they can say some things for you, show you guys some things that they know how to do developmentally, all that kind of stuff. And I do have a bunch of videos of certain things that I will include at the end, just in case I can't get them to say something or do something. You know, kids, when you ask them to say a word, they never say it. So I've been taking a few videos here and there over the past week of little things that they do that I will include at the end of this video. So I have a feeling this video might be on the longer side just because I have a lot to say. So yeah, let's jump right into it. Okay, so jumping in, I'm going to go through everything like I normally go through. Growth, development, personalities, and then I do want to talk about how I tell the boys apart. I always touch on it here or there, but it's kind of hard to see if I don't physically show you. So I sat last night and got a bunch of pictures and put the boys side by side and zoomed in on them to hopefully show you guys better the differences between the two. But I'm going to start with weight and height. I have all my little notes down here. If you see me looking down, that's what I have. But when we went to their doctor's appointment this last Friday, Jack weighed in at 26 pounds and 6 ounces, and he was 34.5 inches long. And Ben weighed in at 27 pounds, 9 ounces, and was 33 3/4 inches long. When we went for their 18-month checkup, Jack actually hadn't gained any weight between 15 and 18 months, maybe like 2 or 3 ounces, but the pediatrician really wanted to see some weight put on him. Not that she was too worried or anything, but he was falling off of his growth curve a little bit with his weight flatlining. So she wanted to see some weight gain, and he did gain a little bit over a pound, she said. So she was happy with that, and the boys both grew a little bit over 1 inch. It's crazy to me that Jack is almost 1 inch taller than Ben. He's always been a little bit taller, but by like a 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. Nothing too crazy. But when I look at the boys side by side, I really don't think Jack looks much taller than Ben. They look very similar in height. Ben has always been the heavier one and the chunkier one, so the weight's not really surprising to me. But to know that Jack is like 1 inch taller than Ben, I don't see it when they stand next to each other. The weight I definitely see and feel, but the height I don't see so much. I believe they were in like the 70th plus percentiles for all those things. I kind of stopped doing percentiles as they get older. And the boys both are growing on their, what is that called? I just said it. Their growth chart, is that what it's called? I don't even, why am I having a brain fart right now? They're still on the same track as they always have been. Like I said, Jack did flatline a little bit, but now he's back on track. And then for reference, the boys are in size 18 to 24 month clothing or 24 month clothing, and they are size 6 in shoes. Unfortunately, we had some size 5 shoes, some sneakers and things that they weren't able to get in because I was down in Florida when their feet went from a size 4 to a 5 and then a 5+. And so when I got home from Florida, there were some shoes that I couldn't get on them, so we are saving those for future babies. But all their shoes now, we have one pair of Vans that's a 5.5 and the rest of them are 6, and they all fit great. And then their little Uggs that I showed in my last vlog, those are size 7, and there's definitely room for them to grow. And they're in size 5 diapers. I think it's time for them to go up a size in diapers. They're getting like a little snug around Ben's waist especially, so I think we can size up in diapers. But right now they're still in size 5 diapers. So that's their growth in terms of weight and height. Moving on to food and sleep. The boys, of course, are still eating 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The times are about the same. Because of daylight savings, breakfast has moved up a little bit just because the boys are waking up a little bit more. They used to have breakfast around 7:30 and now it's bumped up to around 7 a.m., sometimes a little bit earlier. And of course, snacks in between. The boys are definitely snacking a lot more lately. I think either they're going through a growth spurt or they're just able to communicate more. But I know that the boys want to snack when they go into the kitchen and stand and hold onto the counter and then point up at the cabinets. That's how I know they're ready for a snack. So they are snacking a little bit more throughout the day. Their favorite food right now includes mac and cheese. That's one thing that I know I can get them to eat. And I've talked about it in a vlog before, but I use the Kraft cauliflower noodle mac and cheese just so they're still getting some veggies. They're not just eating mac and cheese. It makes me feel a little bit better in my mom brain. That is one of their absolute favorites. They also enjoy grilled cheeses right now and waffles or pancakes with syrup. Jack has discovered syrup and he has a sick obsession with it. Whenever I put their food down, if they have like pancakes or waffles or French toast in front of him, he'll go like this and go because he wants me to drizzle some syrup on top. So he loves that. Another obsession of Jack's is actually golden Oreos. Harris is a big snacky. He loves his candies, his snacks, his cookies. A lot of the stuff in the cabinets is Harris's, but the boys have started eating it because I don't know, they're older, and so we give them more sweets. But the boys usually, after they eat dinner, they get a snack every single night because that's what Harris and I do. We always have snacks after we eat dinner. And I was giving them like graham crackers or animal crackers, but one day we ran out, so I actually gave them a golden Oreo. Ben didn't really like it all that much, but Jack is obsessed with Oreos, and he has like 2 to 3 a day. He begs for them. They call their cookies cuckoos, and he will look up at the counter and say cuckoo cuckoo, and he wants his cookie. So I do give him about 2 Oreos a day. He always gets one after dinner. Ben still eats like the animal crackers, but Jack gets an Oreo, and then sometimes in the middle of the day he wants an Oreo. I actually took Jack food shopping with me last week. I usually go food shopping alone, but for some reason I took Jack with me. He wanted to come. He was having a hard time with me leaving, so I said, put your shoes on, we'll go food shopping. And so I took Jack with me, and I tried to sneakily put the container of Oreos into the back of the shopping cart. Didn't work. He saw them, and so we had like 3 Oreos in the grocery store alone, and then of course had another one later on that night. But that is Jack's favorite, and Ben's favorite right now is bananas. The first thing that we do when we wake up in the morning, he comes downstairs and points at the bananas and says Nana, and he gets a banana. He's obsessed. Jack really likes bananas too, but like Ben's the one who consciously is asking for the bananas every single morning. So they have one of those every single morning along with 6 ounces of milk. Ben drinks all his milk, and then we'll drink Jack's milk sometimes. Jack doesn't really drink all his milk. If I put like an ounce or 2 of chocolate milk in it, I use the, I forget what it's called, Stonyfield maybe? It's in like a little red box, organic chocolate milk. I'll do like 2 ounces of that, and then the rest with whole milk. He'll drink his milk then, but if it's just regular whole milk, he'll have like 4 ounces of it. And then of course they're drinking like 12+ ounces of water. If I do like 2 ounces of apple juice in it, they will drink all of it and want more right away. But they drink at least 12 ounces of water a day. As for their sleep, so they're still taking 1 nap a day. The pediatrician said that should last for quite some time longer. It is at 11:45 every day. Sometimes it's at 11:30 if they need it to be earlier. Sometimes it's later, 12 o'clock or later if we go out that morning and they fall asleep in the car. But normally it's at 11:45 and it's typically 2 hours long. Sometimes it's an hour and a half, but they'll just lay in bed for a little bit and I won't go in there and get them. And sometimes it's 3 hours and that is great. But on average, it is 2 hours long. They still have a 6:45 bedtime and they fall asleep by 7:30. The boys take a while to fall asleep, but they're still putting themselves to sleep. I'm not going in there. I'm not like rocking them or soothing them or anything like that. We put them in bed and we walk out and they will eventually put themselves to sleep. They actually sometimes like tickle each other and play with each other. I will insert a little video here that I have of that. But usually by 7:30 they are asleep. And then because of daylight savings, that was this past weekend, they are waking up pretty early, which is fine. I knew it was going to happen. Prior to daylight savings, they were sleeping till 7 o'clock or sometimes later. Jack was pulling like 7:15, 7:30 for a few days in a row there, which I was really excited about. I was like, finally, they sleep in. But of course, with daylight savings, the clocks changed back where I live in New York. And so they're waking up around 6 a.m. now, which is technically 7 a.m. I talk about it in the last vlog I posted. I will link it up here. But 6 a.m. wake ups, they have no binkies. We got rid of binkies September maybe. I wanted to get rid of them when we got home from Florida. I wanted them to have them in Florida as like a sense of security. They're in like a different space. They were sleeping in a different space. It wasn't their room or anything like that. So I let them have their binkies through Florida. And then of course coming home and adjusting to being home, they had their binkies for that. But then I think around September, we did a slow wean. I will link some vlogs up here of that if you guys want to see how we got rid of the binkies. But we did so, I would say by the end of September. Yeah, I would say by the end of September, they were done with their binkies. So no more binkies. They have little pillows I've talked about in vlogs. They're still using their sleep sacks. My mom was like, when are you going to get rid of those sleep sacks? But the ones that the boys have go up until 30 pounds, I think. The ones that they use right now are size large from Burt's Bees. They're called the Burt's Bees Beekeeper Sack. And that has sizes small, medium, and large, and they're in the large right now. Halo has a sleep sack that runs from small, medium, large to extra large, and we actually ordered them, the extra large ones for Hanukkah, and those ones run until 40 pounds, I think. So they will be in sleep sacks as long as they will wear them. They haven't tried unzipping them yet. They haven't tried taking them off. They haven't protested putting them on. Ben is very attached to his sleep sack. He absolutely loves it. Jack is attached to his blankie, but Ben is attached to his sleep sack. And so we will keep using sleep sacks for as long as they let us. They are still in the crib. They will be in the crib until it is no longer safe for them to be in the crib. That's usually what people recommend, and when people recommend, you take them out of the crib once it is no longer safe for them to be in it. But the boys have not tried climbing out of it yet, and they are pretty comfortable in their crib still. They're not too big for it, like lengthwise or anything like that. So they are still in their cribs and they will be in there until they start crawling out. Their cribs are the ones that do transition to a toddler bed. We just like take the front of it off. So we have it here if we need to do that at any time, but for now they're still in their cribs. Moving on to development, this video is already pretty long, so I'm going to try and zip through all this because I really want to get to the part where I tell you guys the differences in the boys. But for development, the boys are walking, running, jumping. They love to jump. If you follow me over on Instagram, on my story all the time, I put videos up of the boys jumping. We actually are getting them a little trampoline for Hanukkah so that they can jump on that. Climbing, they go up and down the stairs independently. They know to hold on. We haven't had any accidents with them falling down the stairs thus far. They're saying 20 plus words consistently and clearly in English, like mom, dad, dog, basketball, peekaboo, egg, like very consistent words. They have about 10 or so words that they say that it's not the exact word. Like I said, they call cookies cuckoos. Jack calls his blankie kiki, things like that. They can say brother. And then there's like 100 words that they understand. They take direction very well. They take simple commands very well. They know things if I say, go get the remote, go get my phone, go get your sippy, go get your blankie, go get a cup, where's your fork, where's your spoon, go sit down, like go to your table. They understand all those words and can act out what I'm asking of them and like the simple commands and things like that. So they're understanding a lot of words, but they consistently are saying like 30-ish words. Let's see. They know all the parts of their face. They know their legs, their feet, their belly buttons, their hands. We're working on the rest of the body parts. They can recognize all their colors, and Ben can say all of them except orange and red. Jack can only say blue, yellow, and purple, but they can recognize all their colors. We're working on animals right now. Jack just learned how to say turtle. I think I have a video of it. I'll put it right here for you guys. This. What is it? Turtle. And we're starting to teach them how to count. I'm trying to count with them when we're doing things. I would like them to be able to say 2 when they turn 2. So we're trying to work on 1, 2, 3 with them at this age. Like I said, they both know how to say brother. And if I say, where's your brother? They like look for each other. Ben can say his name. He can say Ben. I have a video of that. I'll put that right here for you guys to see. Who's that? Baby. But what's his name? Ben? Can you say Ben? Ben, good job. He can say Jack. I haven't got that on film, but Jack can't say Ben or Jack yet. I'm still trying to teach that to him. I want them to know like their own name and then their brother's name, but right now they just call each other bro or brother is what they say, but Ben can say both their names. And one thing that they love to do right now is actually help us clean after bath time. They put all their toys away and they know right away when I flick the little drain that it's time to get their toys and put them away. Harris is starting to have them help him clean up at the end of the day. If you guys know, if you've seen any of like my nighttime routines or anything, Harris is the one who cleans up the toys in the living room at the end of the day. And I told him to start having the boys help him with that and kind of like make it a game for them so that they learn that at the end of the day when mommy's making dinner, it's time to eat, like you clean up all your toys and then you come and eat dinner. So they've been helping him with that. Like I mentioned, they're still in diapers. They're in size 5 diapers. I'll probably have to size up to a size 6 very soon. And I do plan on starting to potty train the boys. Sorry, I just got a text. I do plan to start potty training the boys after they turn 2. My mom said from her experience of having 2 girls, my sister and I, and then my brother, boys are easier to potty train a little bit on the later side, but I want to start when they turn 2 using potty talk where I say, do you have to go to the bathroom? Like them being able to communicate that they have to go to the bathroom or tell me what they did, if they did pee-pee or poo-poo. I want them to start to communicate what they're doing when they have to go, and if they went, I want them to be able to tell me if they went and if they need a diaper change. So I'm trying to work on that right now, and then once I know that they can communicate those things, I think it'll be an easier transition to potty training. But if you have any tips or any books or blogs or articles or anything you use to potty train a little boy, can you let me know in the comments down below? I want to start doing research on that right now. We're entering the terrible 2s, and I say that like this because I think it's kind of mean to say that they're the terrible 2s. For me and for what I've experienced with the boys, a lot of the tantrums that they throw, it's not them being terrible or acting out, it's because they don't know how to communicate what they're feeling. If they want something, if they don't want something, if their brother takes something, if they're frustrated, angry, upset, like sad. A lot of the acting out that I see and things that people call tantrums and terrible 2s, I think it's just a lapse in the communication. So the boys do have tantrums, of course they do act up, but I try and like mediate them and help them through it by communicating with them what they're feeling, figuring out what happened and putting a name to what happened, putting a name to their feelings, helping them, problem solve and figure out how to get over their tantrum. I know we're not even 2 yet, and I could guess maybe it's gonna get worse from here, and maybe my like approach to dealing with it might not work, but that is what I'm doing for it as of now. Okay, so Ben has 12 teeth. Jack has 13 teeth. He just got his bottom incisor on the bottom, so they still have to get their top, and then Jack needs 1 bottom, but Ben needs both bottom incisors, and then they still need to get their 2-year molars. So if I counted correctly, I think that Jack has 13 and Ben has 12. Oh my god, this video is so long already. Okay, so personality, Jack loves to be outside and to explore. He's more attached to me. He's very clingy lately. He's super silly, super goofy, loves to make you laugh, and is a little bit more defiant at times. Ben is more kissy and loving, super independent lately. Self-sufficient, more brave and daring. He actually likes to jump off the bed into Harris's arms, and the first few times that they did this, Jack wouldn't do it because it made him very nervous. He's slowly getting the courage to do it, but Ben is like a daredevil and will do anything and seems to have like no bones in his body. He like contorts himself into weird shapes and like jumps down on the floor into his knees, and I'm like, I have no idea how that's not hurting you. Okay, so now moving on to how I tell the boys apart. I'm going to look at the pictures down here on my computer, but of course put them up on the screen as I'm talking about them. Let's see. I'm going to, oh, wrong one. I'm gonna start with the ones that I have of the boys from when they were super little. So this first one here, Jack had to be like 5 days old. Ben, I think, was like, I think that was the day we took him home from the hospital. So I guess like 3 days old. And the first telltale sign to tell them apart when they were little was that Jack was actually more jaundiced than Ben. As you can see, he's a lot more yellow in coloring than Ben. Ben was a lot more pink, and that stuck around for a while. Even now, I feel like their coloring is still slightly different, but Jack was a lot more yellow and Ben was more pink. And as you can see, Jack's chin was a little bit more pointed and prominent here, and Ben's cheeks droop down a little more, and you're gonna see that that is one of the most telltale signs to tell them apart. Are Ben's cheeks, but their hair was pretty much the same. Their eyes, of course, were the same, all that kind of stuff. But when they were first born, their coloring was like the main thing to tell them apart. Again, in this picture here, you can see Jack's face is just a little bit more yellow, whereas Ben's is a little bit more pink. And as you can see, Ben's cheeks droop down. Jack always has just looked so much like Harris, even though a lot of people don't see it. I think that he's always looked like a little old man and looked like Harris. There was a period of time where the boys did look very similar. This first picture here, I'll try and put timestamps on the screen as well of like when these pictures were taken, but I think the boys had to be like 6, 7, maybe 8 months old. I don't know, I'm really bad at like guessing this stuff, so I'll put the age up on the screen here. But here they do look very similar, but again, Jack's face is a little bit more square, heart-shaped, and Ben's cheeks droop down a lot more. This side by side here is a very tricky one. I think the boys look so similar right here. I think this is one of the closest like points in time where they look the closest. I think this is one of the few pictures where they look almost identical, at least to me, and where if I took a quick glance at this, it would be hard for even me to tell them apart. But we have Ben here, he's on my left. You can see their noses look very similar, their chins look very similar, their cheeks look very similar, their eyes look very similar. But still, for me, Ben's face just looks more round here. I would say, like I said, the main things to tell them apart, it's their cheeks, where Ben's drooped down a little bit more. And then these two pictures here I'll put up so you guys can see. They have different teeth. I don't know if this is always going to stick around and be the same, but one of Jack's front teeth actually hangs down a little bit more than the other one. And their smiles are just a little different. Ben always makes this extremely silly face too, but as you can see, Ben's teeth are pretty much all straight across. Jack's one front tooth comes down a little bit more. He actually has a chip in one of his front teeth because he ate a rock when I wasn't looking and cracked his tooth. So that's another way to tell them apart, but obviously you guys can't always see that when I show them in the vlogs. But their smiles are a little bit different, their teeth are a little bit different. This picture here I actually put up on my Instagram yesterday, and here I'm gonna say they do look very, very similar. But as you can see, Ben's cheeks, he's the one holding the leaf, his cheeks just droop down a little bit more. I feel like Jack's eyes sometimes look a little bit wider than Ben's, but their noses are always super similar. They both have the dimple in their chin. This picture here, this will go down as one of the few pictures that I will always show people to show them the difference in the boys. Here, I think you can see such a difference. This picture actually is them sitting side by side. I just zoomed in on a little bit so that you guys could see better. I was able to get both of them smiling at the same time, but here I think you can really see the differences, and it's easy to explain using this picture. So Jack is the one in the white. As you can see, his chin when he smiles comes to much more of a point, and his cheeks and his jawline go up more, like I said, more heart-shaped. When he smiles, his cheeks go up a little bit more. When Ben smiles, his cheeks go down and out a little bit more, making his face a lot more round. Here you can also see the eyes. Even though Jack's smiling, his eyes look just a little bit wider than Ben's. And then for Ben, who's in the blue here, his chin does come to a point, but the way his cheeks are, they kind of come down a little bit on the side when he smiles. And like I said, when he smiles, his cheeks pull down a little bit more, giving him an even rounder face. And then his eyes are just a touch smaller than Jack's, especially when they smile. I just think the one telltale difference is Ben's face is super round. His cheeks are a lot lower and pudgier. Jack, when he smiles, is more heart-shaped. His chin comes more to a point, and he has just slightly bigger eyes. Today, actually, for Twin Tuesday, if you guys didn't know, over my Instagram, I do a Twin Tuesday every Tuesday where I either vlog my day through my Instagram stories or do something very focused on the twins. And so today I put up a lot of soul pictures and had you guys guess between the two to see if you could tell them apart. Majority of you guys actually did really well and got most of the pictures right. I think I put up like 13 or 14. A lot of you guys said you got like 9, 10, or 11 right, but I got a lot of comments saying that they used Ben's cheeks and Jack's chin to tell them apart. So when the boys were super young, coloring was one of the ways we told the boys apart. I know this is sad to say, but when the boys hit like the 4 to 6 month age range, Jack had a flat head. I did a bunch of vlogs on it. It's nothing that I haven't talked about before, but that was a big way how in person you could tell the boys apart. Jack's head was a lot more flat than Ben's. He's grown out of that for the most part now. You can barely even tell because they have so much hair in their head. But now as they've gone older, I think Jack's slender, tall body, his heart-shaped face and pointy chin, and then Ben's just always been a little pudgier and rounder, and then especially in the cheeks and the face, it's just a lot rounder. So I hope that gives you guys a better insight into how to tell the boys apart. I really tried to break it down for you guys and show you guys side by side so you guys could see. So now I'm gonna wait for the boys to get up, and when they get up, I'll try and get them here on camera, and we'll see if they'll be able to do some cute tricks for you guys. Jack has some good dance moves. I'll see if he'll show you. We'll see if they can say some words, but if not, I will include a bunch of videos at the end. Okay, the boys are up from their nap now. Little Jack woke up a little bit sad because, like I said, he is getting a new tooth, a new incisor, so he's over there having an Oreo. And I have little Benny right here. Benny, can you tell Mama what color this is?
Yeah.
What color?
Yeah.
Yellow. What color?
Apple.
A blue. Good job. What color is this one? What color? Nay. He says nay for green. I think it's whenever I would teach him green, I would emphasize green. So he calls green nay. What color? What color? Oh, no jiggle it. Come here, Jackie. We have little Jackie here eating an Oreo. Is that good? What is that? Is that a cookie? What's that? Who's that? Who's that? Ben. Good job. Oh, you want to give Ben a kiss? Oh, you give Ben a kiss? So sweet. Is that Ben? What is that? Ben, good job. What else can we show them? Benny, where's your eyes? Can you show them where your eyes are? Oh, you're busy. Who is that? Huh? Who is that? Oh, you eating a granola bar? Is that good? Jackie, you want to come here for a second? What do you got? Garbage? Cacas? Oh, are you giving Ben a kiss? Oh, that was so sweet. What about Mommy? Can Mommy have a kiss? No, I want kissy right here. Right here. No, not on there. I want a real one. No, I don't kiss Mommy on the camera. What? What color? Ken. Go. Where do you want to go? Can you do ticky ticky to brother? He's sad, Benny. Do ticky ticky on brother. No ticky ticky. What would make you happy? Why are we sad? You want another cuckoo? Can you share it with brother? Can we share one with brother? Yeah. Oh, you want me to show mommy more? You want more? More. He's doing more down here. All right, let's go get another one then, and then we'll come back. Well, them sharing one was a complete fail. Jackie needed his own, so this is his second Oreo of the day. I told you guys, he's completely obsessed with Oreos. Yes, Benny, you touching the camera? Do you want to show him some tricks?
What?
Show him your cookie. Show him. Come here. What is that? Wanna come sit over here. Come sit with my brother. Whoa, jumpy jumpies. Good job. You found brother's cookie you're gonna eat now? Benny, do jumpy jumpies. What are you looking at? Skylight? Oh, you're dancing? Oh, let me see your dance moves. Let me see. Let me see. So what I thought was going to happen, which would be that the boys would not want to show anything or say anything or do anything, I was basically correct for. Jack woke up a little bit sad because he's getting a tooth. Ben's over there playing and he doesn't really want to do anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert a bunch of videos here that I've taken. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and insert a bunch of videos here that I've taken over the last few weeks and things that I just have saved on like my Snapchat memories of them saying things and doing things and learning things so that you guys could see. But I'm going to go ahead and quickly close out the video. What's wrong, baby? Ben's like throwing around this little rattle that he found. But I'm going to go ahead and close out the video before I insert that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the boys' 21-month update. Let me know when you think I should finish these off. I'm thinking that by the time the boys are 2. What's wrong, baby? What? You want Coco on? Okay, well, give mommy 1 second. I'll put Coco on. Let me know when you think I should end these. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And with that being said, we'll see you in our next video. Bye, guys. Can you go? Ow! No. Ow! Ow! Oh. Jackie, what's on your hand? You have caca on your hand? Can I see? No, I don't see anything. Let me see.
I was skeptical at first, but curology is different.
No, no caca. Do you have caca on your hand? No, let me see. No, all clean. Baby, can you say bubble? Can you say ball? Bubble. Can you say again? Again. Can you say mom? Mom. Mom, good job. Whoa. What are you doing to brother? Oh. Peekaboo. Who do you want? Dada, but who else? Lala, yeah. Well, she's not here, baby, okay? We could call her later. Where's your nose? Where's your nose? Good job. Where's your eyes? Let me see. Where's your eyes? Where's your eyes, Jackie? Jackie, come here. Eyes, good job. Where's your feet? Where are your feet? Show mommy your feet. Good job, Benny. What about your bellies? Where are your bellies? Where's your belly button? Where's your belly button? Jackie, come here. Where's your hair? Where's your hair? Good job, Benny. Jackie, where's your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair? Where's your hair? The wheels on the bus. Round and round, let me see.
Baby.
You see a baby? Yeah. Then what? Open, shut. Oh, do blink, blink.
Dad.
Blink, blink, blink.